my future is getting people to ride their bikes more often and use them in their everyday life, and not just in the Tour de France, but every single day.
I'm here with Bob Roll, Tour de France rider, Tour de Italy, Tour de California, bike announcer, race announcer. He's raced on roads, trails, and done just about everything having to do with bicycling. Bob is here for the Silicon Valley Bicycle Coalition VIP ride and dinner. He's been gracious enough to spend some time and talk with us. Bob, thanks so much for being here. Now tell us, why do you think cycling advocacy groups like SVBC are important?
All the bicycle advocacy groups across the country, whether it's for trails or for better access to transportation, are a vital link between people that ride bikes and motorists and governmental agencies that have a very challenging job of keeping everybody safe. And the advocacy groups have sprung up all across the United States because people are riding their bikes more and more and more rather than using their cars for basic errands and getting to work and all of the things that people have traditionally done in their automobiles. People realize that the bicycle is probably one of the most perfect solutions for a lot of the challenges that we face as a country with our transportation issues, and it's just not in the United States but all over the world.
How do you think the bicycle advocacy organizations and the bike racing organizations can work together?
That's a great question. It seems like the bike racing world is a little bit separate from the really foundation of cycling in the United States and all around the world. And bike racing at the highest level is pretty stratospheric. The racers represent, I think, for most people that ride, the highest level of what a person is capable of doing on a bicycle. It's been a little bit, to be honest, a disconnect between the racing community and the grassroots transportation-based advocacy groups, and hopefully in the future we can all work together. And I think that it's important for all of the race teams to realize that their cyclists are out facing the same challenges as everybody else almost every day, except the days that they race. Then you have traffic control and you have police escorts and the roads are closed. But all of the professional athletes have to train almost every day of the year and maybe race 70 or 80 days out of the year. All the rest of the time, they need to be aware of the relationships that advocacy groups have established with the decision makers and the policy makers in all of our transportation usages in the United States. And it's something that I like to work towards. My future is getting people to ride their bikes more often and use them in their everyday life, and not just in the Tour de France, but every single day. So the race teams could probably, to be honest, do more, do more to support advocacy groups, do more to interface and interact on the local level with the regional city governments, county governments, statewide governments, to make sure that the streets are safe for cyclists. There's dedicated bike paths whenever possible, that we have a good relationship with motorists, and that just, it's a win-win situation for everybody involved. And the more the race teams, because they have a big profile, and the more they advocate for safer streets for riding, the better off everybody will be. So the race teams have a lot of work to do, I think, to catch up with the advocacy groups in getting people to use their bicycles more than their automobiles. And there's no shortage of energy in the peloton. There's no energy crisis in the peloton, and no one ever talks about that. So if we can get together and use that example and help municipalities understand the power of the bicycle well, then we'll be doing the right thing. We'll be doing our job in a complete circle.